Are you confused about what an argument is? We'll leave aside the traditional sense found in the phrase, "they had an argument, they broke up." This video will discuss the concept of argument within argumentation, rhetoric, and critical thinking. Perhaps you've heard people saying that everything is an argument. Technology has made it possible to replace a lot of the human manual work with machine-handled tasks. But one thing that remains altogether human is our capacity to see an issue and adopt a position towards it.
Part 5.
For example, saying that the air was much cleaner during the coronavirus lockdown, or stating that a whole foods vegan diet is the best choice for human health. So what is an argument? In this video, we will discuss the concept of argument within the critical thinking context. As such, an argument is not a contradictory discussion or a fight. Also, be sure to make the distinction between the idea, the position, the opinion on one hand, and on the other, the person associated with these. Finding the argument in a discussion or the central idea in an article is easy, right? Just check out our examples of deductive and inductive reasoning. Well, not so fast. Some basic tutorials in argumentation would certainly have you believe that. But step away from the classic example, all humans are mortal, Socrates is a man, therefore Socrates is mortal, and you might find yourself in muddy territory. It's enough to pick up a newspaper article or an academic essay and realize things are not so simple. You soon find yourself in the middle of a conversation which started way before you got there. There are comparisons included, ironies thrown, not to mention unstated opinions that you need to pick up with a fine-tooth comb. All while trying to figure out the central idea or the author's position on a specific issue. An argument is made to respond to a problem or issue. Within the argument, a position or opinion is adopted with regards to the issue. Reasons are also presented in order to support the position. Another element of an argument is the purpose. Some arguments are aiming to convince and persuade others. But there are also arguments which are used to inform, to explore, or to make decisions. Are you aware of the distinction between convincing and persuading? The term convince means to cause someone to believe firmly in the truth of something. Here is an example from Bloomberg. How to convince customers you're not spying on them. By contrast, the word persuade means to cause someone to do something through reasoning or argument. An argument to persuade could be one where people are influenced to buy a product or to vote for or against someone. Buying, voting, these mean taking action. Persuading is taking it one step further from convincing and prompting people to take action. So we have 4 elements which constitute the argument: issue, position, reasons supporting the position, unstated attempt to persuade others to accept the position or the point of view. Here is an example of an argument. The issue is gun control. The position or point of view, pro-gun control. Reasons for being pro: high rates for gun mortality and injury, and mass shootings. We can say that an argument can be any text, written or spoken, that communicates an opinion on a certain issue. Let's talk semantics. To make things a little difficult, the concept of argument in our example before is used in two different instances. First of all, the argument, and secondly, the contributing arguments. The contributing arguments are the reasons given to support the proposed position, while the argument is, well, the overall argument. Furthermore, the overarching argument is also called the conclusion or the claim. Be careful not to confuse the conclusion of an argument with the classic conclusion or summary of a piece of writing. In this example above, the overarching argument, the conclusion or the claim, is that people should be pro-gun control, while the contributing arguments are constituted by the reasons: high rates for gun mortality and injury, and mass shootings. These reasons supporting the position are also referred to as premises. Be careful not to make the mistake of thinking that all arguments are pros and cons on certain issues. Such positions, which are for or against a topic, can be questions of policy. But these are not the only questions posed in today's complex world. Other issues involve questions of fact, what are the origins of the universe, questions of definition, what are the characteristics of reggae music, questions of quality, are Hollywood movies more entertaining than Bollywood movies? To find out more about these, watch our videos on identifying arguments with stasis theory and deductive versus inductive arguments. So, the different parts that make up an argument include an overall issue, the author's position on the issue, as well as the reasons provided to support that point of view. And to make sure you haven't got it wrong, don't ignore the different ways in which the word argument is used.